Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, hold on to your seats because today's news is heating up the NFL and, more specifically, the Washington Commanders. If you're a diehard fan, you've probably been glued to social media, listening to the buzz, trying to piece together what's happening behind the scenes. And let me tell you, what's unfolding now could be a game-changer for the Commanders this season. Rumors are swirling around the league, and the excitement among fans is palpable. We're talking about two former Pro Bowlers, players who have made a name for themselves across the league, potentially heading to Washington. Now, I know what you're thinking, who are these players? What do they bring to the table? And how could they impact the team? Well, stay with me because I've got all the details, and trust me, this could be a pivotal moment for the Commanders. The NFL offseason is always a whirlwind of activity. Teams are making moves, trying to upgrade their rosters, and, of course, trying to stay ahead of the competition. For the Commanders, this offseason feels especially critical. After a somewhat inconsistent 2023 campaign, where they showed flashes of brilliance but also struggled to find consistency, they're clearly looking to make a statement. And these rumored signings could be exactly what they need to turn things around. Now, let's dive into who these players are. The first name that's been making waves is a wide receiver, a guy who's not just a former Pro Bowler but also someone with a knack for making the spectacular catch, creating yards after the catch, and being a true deep threat. If this move goes through, it could dramatically bolster Washington's passing game, something they've been searching for since the departure of some of their previous stars. This receiver has a reputation for clutch plays, and his presence on the field could open up a whole new dimension for quarterback Sam Howell, giving him a reliable target to throw to in critical moments. The second rumored addition is a linebacker, a player who's been lauded for his leadership, versatility, and playmaking ability. This particular linebacker has a history of making game-changing plays, interceptions, sacks, and crucial stops, and his experience as a Pro Bowler would bring a much-needed veteran presence to Washington's defense. The Commanders' defensive unit has shown flashes of dominance, but consistency has been elusive. Bringing in a player of this caliber could help solidify the front seven, improve run defense, and add a layer of unpredictability to their pass rush. Both players, if signed, would immediately elevate the team's overall competitiveness. But it's not just about individual talent. It's about what they represent for the franchise, a renewed commitment to contending, a statement that Washington is serious about competing at the highest level. Fans are buzzing, debating whether these signings will happen, speculating on how they will fit into the current roster, and dreaming of what this could mean for the upcoming season. I want to pause here for a second because I know many of you are eager for official confirmation. These rumors are exciting, but nothing has been finalized yet. The team's front office is working hard behind the scenes, and of course, there's always the possibility of negotiations falling through or other surprises coming down the line. But the fact that these names are being linked to the Commanders at all is enough to keep us all on the edge of our seats. We've seen in recent years how strategic signings can turn a team's fortunes around, and Washington fans are hopeful that this is one of those moments. Now, let's talk about what the current roster looks like and what the offseason has been like for the Commanders so far. Last season, they finished with a record that left room for improvement, something like 8-9, just shy of the playoffs. But what's promising is the core of young talent that's emerging, especially on offense, with Howell developing rapidly and wide receivers like Jahan Dotson and Curtis Samuel showing flashes of brilliance. The offensive line, though, has been a point of concern at times, and adding a proven veteran receiver could be the missing piece to unlock their full potential. Defensively, Washington's squad has undergone a bit of a rebuild over the last couple of seasons. They've brought in some promising rookies and made strategic free agent signings, but they still need that extra push to become a top-tier defense. A player of the caliber of the linebacker rumored to be joining the team could be that catalyst. His leadership and experience could help elevate the younger players, creating a more cohesive and aggressive unit that can make life difficult for opposing offenses. As we approach the new season, the motivation among the Commanders organization and fans alike is palpable. The team's management has been diligent in their efforts to build a roster capable of competing for a playoff spot and, ultimately, a Super Bowl. The NFL's landscape is highly competitive, and every move counts. That's why these rumors are so significant. They reflect the team's ambition and willingness to make bold moves. Beyond the immediate impact, these signings, or even the potential for them, are also about the message it sends to the rest of the league. Washington is not just sitting back and waiting, they're actively trying to add pieces that can push them over the edge. This kind of proactive approach is essential in the NFL, where every season can be a turning point, and a single signing can change the trajectory of a franchise. Fans are also looking at the bigger picture. They're thinking about how these players could influence team chemistry, locker room dynamics, and even the coaching staff's game plans. A seasoned Pro Bowler adds not just skill but also leadership and experience, which can be invaluable during the grueling NFL season. It's about building a championship-caliber team, and every move, every signing, is part of that puzzle. Of course, the offseason isn't just about adding new players. It's also about development, addressing weaknesses, and fine-tuning the roster. Washington's front office has been active in the trade market, free agency, and the draft. They've focused on strengthening their offensive line, adding depth to their secondary, and looking for young, high-upside players to develop. But the addition of proven Pro Bowl talent could be the finishing touch they need to turn potential into tangible results. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the stats and recent performances of these rumored players. The wide receiver in question has accumulated over 1,000 yards in each of his past 2 seasons, with a high catch percentage and a reputation for making contested catches. His yards after catch average consistently ranks among the best in the league, and he's a threat to break a game open at any moment. The linebacker, meanwhile, has registered multiple sacks and interceptions over the last season, showing his ability to make plays both against the run and in pass coverage. His leadership on the field is often cited by teammates and analysts as a key reason for his previous team's defensive success. All these factors come together to paint a picture of a team eager to take the next step. Washington has been building quietly, making smart moves and waiting for the right moment to strike. And now, with these rumors gaining traction, it feels like that moment might be just around the corner. Fans are dreaming of a new era, one where the Commanders are not just contenders but formidable forces in the NFC. The excitement is real, and the energy around FedEx Field and the fanbase is infectious. As we wrap up, I want to remind everyone that in the NFL, things can change rapidly. These rumors could turn into official signings, or they could simply fade away if negotiations don't go as planned. But the fact that they're out there, circulating among insiders and analysts, speaks volumes about how much Washington is trying to shake things up this offseason. The team's front office is clearly aiming high, and the fans are right there with them, eager to see their team rise to new heights. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe these signings will happen? How do you think these players will fit into the team's scheme? Are you excited about the potential impact they could have? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Commanders. Remember, I'll be back very soon with more updates as the offseason continues to unfold, so stay tuned for all the latest news, rumors, and analysis. The NFL never sleeps, and neither do we when it comes to bringing you the best coverage of the Washington Commanders. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Commanders!